The Justice Department is suing the state of Louisiana and its corrections department. Why? Well, because they've been keeping thousands of people in custody for weeks and even months past their release date. Since 2012, the Louisiana doc is accused of unlawfully imprisoning more than a quarter of people after, this is wild, after they completed their sentence. I'm gonna say that again. Since 2012, I said DOC, DOC, the Louisiana Department of Corrections is accused of unlawfully imprisoning more than a quarter of people. That means more than 1 out of 4 people, more than 25% of people are kept in prison after they finish their sentences. Now, the prosecutors are calling it a violation of due process, the 14th Amendment, if you care. They blame the state's deliberate indifference and chronic procedural failures for a years-long pattern of detaining people who were entitled to release. In 1 month alone, 141 people were held after serving their full sentences. Nearly 80% of those illegally detained were eligible for immediate release at the time of sentencing. The Civil Rights Division of the DOJ issued this statement. To incarcerate people indefinitely, as the Corrections Department does here, not only intrudes on individual liberty, but also erodes public confidence in the fair and just application of our laws. The Justice Department looks forward to proving its case in court. I hope y'all appreciate the magnitude of what's happening here. Louisiana has all kinds of jacked up prison politics. They have all kinds of weird carceral arrangements that would shame the other 49 states damn near, with the exception of only a few. And that's saying something in a nation that incarcerates more people than any other nation in the world. That we incarcerate 25% of the world's prison population, despite making up 5% of the world's overall population. This is incarceration nation. And yet still in Louisiana, it's worse. In 1 month, 141 people were held after serving their full sentences. Nearly 80% of those illegally detained were eligible for immediate release at the time of sentencing. I got to say that again too, right? That means, to be clear, you're in jail, you go to court, they sentence you, your time is served. Say you've been sitting in jail for a year or two waiting for your trial, and they sentence you to a 2 to 7, and you already been sitting for 2 years before your trial. They can let you go right now with time served, and you just go immediately on you go to probation or parole, and then head on home. No, they keep you there for a month or 2 or whatever. And again, this might seem like, oh, mistakes happen. No, 1 out of 4, more than 1 out of 4 people are in jail or in prison after their sentence is over. Can you imagine spending a month in prison, 6 months in prison, 5 years in prison, 30 years in prison, whenever it's over, and they won't let you out? That is illegal. You're literally falsely imprisoning people. You are violating people's due process rights. I mean, there's several, I would say, constitutional violations here, but cruel and unusual punishment. You know, we've gone down the list, but to lock somebody after the thing is over and you can't do nothing about it. Louisiana be on one, yo. Please, family. I know we get outraged by the stuff that the media tells us to be outraged by. And I know some of it is outrageous. I know we get really invested in this case over here or that crime over there. But this is the stuff the media doesn't want you to see. This is the stuff the media doesn't want you to know. We have to let the world know anyway. And when the world lets you know, we got to do something about it.